Greetings everyone, this is First Antonio 73 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Power and Revolution. We are playing as Return to the Golden Age of Greece, and it is January 2019, which means it is time for a statistical review episode. The last episode I did with the end of the results for 2017 seemed to be something that a lot of people liked. I don't know if everyone did, no one really complained about it. But a lot of people said they wanted to see it again at the end of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do another one of these episodes right now, comparing, going through all these different statistics. Well, not all of them, but all the good ones. And I'm going to be comparing where we were in 2017. As you see, with population, we were 85th in the world, to where we are now in the beginning of 2019. Which population hasn't really grown much. It's growing slightly, but as far as these statistical numbers are, it's not going to make an effect. However, of course, we did drop there 2 rankings in world population. So the world is growing quicker than we are. So that is a factor. And what does that mean? Those are the questions I'll try to answer, or we'll come up with during this episode. Feel free to post down below again, as always, and let me know what you guys think as far as these statistics and what exactly that means for Greece and what it means for us going forward. Again, if you're not interested in this type of episode, that's what I'm doing for the rest of this one. I should hopefully be releasing another episode today or maybe tomorrow, moving ahead with the storyline and getting closer to our next goal, which is going to be the the colonization of Lebanon. Eduardo Kenku, I think, asked if I can annex Lebanon. I'm not going to annex Lebanon because, again, this is a Middle Eastern country. I don't want to have to deal with the new demographics that's going on here. There's going to be a whole other new religious group and possibly Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations. But colonization of Lebanon, making it a dependency, just like Israel has made Syria a dependency, I am told has certain benefits. I did it before in the Russian series. I didn't remember what to look at. Supposedly, you do get some sort of income from them. And I forgot who posted this on the channel. Somewhere a few episodes ago, someone posted the benefits of having a colony. You get more income. You get, trade deals. You get to build military bases. They are an ally, and so on. And again, when you do go to score, where's the score? Somewhere here it tells you what the score is. No, I don't know where it is. Yeah, I know you look it up at the end. There's a place to look at. If I find it, I'll let you know. But how many countries are aligned with you? Like how many green countries you have, kind of? And colony will be light blue. That all actually counts towards your score in this game. And I'm not 100% on how the game ends up scoring you. That's something I might address in a later episode if people are interested. If anyone knows, feel free to post down below. Anyways, back to the statistical review. So first we're looking at population. We looked at population. Oh, Syria. Let's go to Greece. Wait, nope. I'll have to click on it. Yes. Okay, so Greece is 87th in the world population. China, India at the top. United States with 300. We're nowhere near that size population. But 87th out of how many countries are there? There are 174 in this game. According to the United Nations, I think there's more closer to 200. And there are a number of countries out there that aren't recognized by the United Nations. So, as far as countries in the world that claim to be countries, there's definitely over 200. At least, almost 200 that are recognized by the United Nations. And this is an interesting statistic I didn't look at, or statistical map I didn't look at before. This is the United Nations, and blue are the non-members, which I don't know why Greenland is a non-member, because Greenland is supposed to be part of Denmark, so I don't know exactly how that works. That looks like Kosovo there, and then Syria is not recognized. How accurate this is to the actual world, I don't know. That's Taiwan. But that's what we have right now. Member states are in teal, looks like. The orange are the temporary members of the Security Council, which is going to play an effect on us going forward with our strategy for Lebanon. Permanent members are in red. They can all veto. which is dangerous because China and Russia, I think, are both against me, so to speak. So I think I'm going to try to make some deals with China and Russia in the next couple episodes. Someone said rare earth oxides can be found in China, which we're going to need for our shipping industry. But these other orange ones, I'm also going to try to meet and make trade deals with, just so, that's Azerbaijan right there, just so I can secure their votes for the Lebanon resolution, which is coming up soon. I'm probably going to go ahead and look to do it in April, real quick, and I'll keep jumping back to the actual statistics instead of the, or the actual game, instead of the statistics. Just an update, I'm planning on going before the UN right around the time that this airbase gets finished, which is going to be, I think, mid-April. We also have construction projects on this island here, a whole bunch of wind farms there, which will be before. And the plan is, once I get the resolution, once I get the airbase built, we'll redeploy some forces there, so we'll have 2 air bases to hopefully strike Lebanon, and we'll deploy our transports earlier. We have ships, fleets already in the area, and we're going to launch a massive invasion of Lebanon. But I do need to get the UN Security Council resolution on my side, and that means China, and Russia, and the majority, or at least 5 if I get all the permanent members. No, not at least 5. Oh, I only need 3 of these if I can get all the permanent members. I definitely need the permanent members, and 3 rotating members will give me 7, which will give me a majority, which will help the resolution pass. So that's what we're looking at. Okay, so you can find that there under political. This will also tell you NATO, which is interesting. We're keeping these Balkan countries out of NATO so we can expand there. You can also go in here and check out the EU. And we're going to try to pull ourselves out of the Eurozone. We'll probably end up changing ourselves green, green after the war, I think, probably in the summer. I'm hoping to end the Lebanese war really quickly. And then I'm going to try to revive the economy and try to get back to the actual goals of the game, which I have not been paying any attention to, really. You know, the Golden Age of Greece, we're expanding, we're becoming imperialistic, but we haven't really been looking for any of the goals of the game. Population density here. Okay, that tells you where the population density is. We are 82nd. We were 79. We're now 82nd. It hasn't really changed much for us, but we're dipping as far as the rest of the world is concerned. Alright, other demographics that look... under 15 is an interesting number for me because that tells me what's coming into the workforce. Our number of population under 15 is dipping. We've gone from 13.5% to 12.8%. So that's gonna be a factor. We need to get more people for our workforce, and that's why our immigration policies are very open. The other demographic, population above 64, this is above the retirement age, so that is growing, which means it's going to cost us more to pay for Social Security and healthcare and stuff like that. So the expenses are growing, and the population demographically is not growing in a way to support it. We are the 4th oldest country in the world. Good God. Japan, Germany, Italy, and Greece. 4th oldest. Finland is right there. Sweden, Bulgaria, Austria. A lot of European countries there. Okay, that's interesting. Demographics. Life expectancy. This is another one. We are the 5th. Well, there you go. So life expectancy. This is one of the reasons why we're the oldest. Because our life expectancy is highest. We are 5th. We've gone from 18th when we started to 5th. That is pretty good. I mean, that might be the most important number, you know, for people as well. How good the government's doing, how well the country's doing. Living longer is, you know, what, the ultimate goal, right? Isn't it, for most people? Or from what people want from their government. It would also factor in happiness, because you live long, but do you live happy, is the other question. And there is going to be a happiness number around here somewhere. I think it's in life and health. But before we go into life and health, check out migration flow real quick. And this is necessary to grow, which is definitely growing. We've grown about 6,000 people have migrated into the country. I think that's per year. We've gone from 25th to 24th. We haven't shot up too much, but the number's gone up a decent amount. And that's important because, wow, look at the United States. Everybody, Lebanon. That's interesting. Lebanon is the... So we have a ton of people moving into Lebanon. I guess that's because of the Syrian conflict. Now, will that mean we can put more people into our workforce? Oh, this is starting to sort of play out well for the invasion of Lebanon. Interesting. It will control the immigration flow. Interesting. Now there's actually a geopolitical reason for Greece to invade Lebanon, other than just the fact that we have the ability to do it with the United Nations support. Fertility rate, I don't think it's changed at all. No change there. Life expectancy. Okay. Human Development Index. This, I don't know how this is measured. I don't know what the statistics are. It has slowly grown, although we have slightly dipped. So I don't know too much about Human Development Index. I'm sure it's something you can look up easily online to find out. GDP per capita, I like this number. We've gone from 38 and 17 to 35. I haven't gone up too much, but 21. It's a pretty decent growth. Luxembourg is way up there. I think Liechtenstein is the highest in the world in reality. But it does not look like Liechtenstein is in this game. Look at Qatar. That is crazy. That's a crazy number there. Norway, Iceland. Iceland, pretty good. United States is 6th. Okay, so we've got a long way to go before we catch a 35th. 35th, it isn't bad. We just got to grow our GDP, really. And the GDP has definitely been growing. That's under economy. Here's the gross national happiness I wanted to check out. We started at 103, 5.3, and we've gone up to 74, so 5.88. So expanding life expectancy, longer lives, happier lives. You know, the Greek people, I think we're doing our job here as far as managing the country. What else do we want to look at here? I don't know. Everything else. I saw this one before. I looked at this stuff before. Calories. We are the 4th fattest country in the world. Oh my god. Greeks. You are just really fat people. Hasn't changed at all. Nothing has changed. Is this going to change at all? I wonder how you do that. The Americans are the 2nd fattest. Luxembourg, with the highest GDP, has the most calories per day. There you go. Okay, I think that's it for life and health. I think our hospital situation and expenditures is pretty good. I don't need to go into that really. Economy, this is an interesting one. Economic power and GDP are basically the same thing. We started off 47th in the world at 195. We are now, after 2 years, 45th in the world at 234. Catching up to Ireland there. Almost have Ireland. Yeah, they have not grown much. They've grown 1 billion, while we have grown 39 billion. So I think we'll definitely surpass Ireland soon. Bangladesh, are they growing quickly? They are growing pretty quickly, so they'll be one that'll be tough to catch. Chile is stagnant, looks like. Oh no, they grew up a little bit. Vietnam. Alright, Venezuela has not been growing. Venezuela is going down. Venezuela, when we get to debt, Venezuela is one of the worst countries in the world. That's coming up soon. Alright, so growth. Right now, it's measuring what our current growth rate is, and that doesn't really give us a good number because at the beginning of the year, our growth rate is down. I'm going to keep the growth rate down for now so that I can lower this inflation. So I'm not going to really grow the economy in the next couple months, in the next quarter or two. And I think I'm actually going to pass a minimum wage increase to try to hike that up. GDP per capita we already did. Budget deficit. Budget's interesting. Our budget has actually gone down. We went from 48th with 62 billion to 52nd with 58 billion. That's pretty good. Good budget management, and that is mostly due to debt reduction, I think. We did a little bit of cutting on health expenses, and we also increased our health expenses. But for the most part, that has gone down. Budget deficit is partially due to that cut, but also more because of the amount of money we're bringing in. We've gone from 120th at 1.78% of the GDP to 157th at a negative percentage of the GDP. And Venezuela right there, the deficit is huge, huge. 93% of their GDP is their deficit. That is a horrible number. That is going to be devastating for Venezuela right there. Okay, back to the economy. And one of the problems is, for Venezuela, is their debt. Look at that. Their debt is 181% of their GDP. And Japan has the largest debt. The United States is not near. There it is, all the way down there. 74%. We were originally second. 171% of our debt was 171% of our GDP. Look at Lebanon. We should try to straighten them out. That's another reason. Another argument. Oh no, they straightened themselves out. Never mind. Okay. So this has gotten dramatic improvements. We haven't made a huge move on the rankings, but we were really high. And now we're getting down into, like, the rest of them. We'll be able to probably drop this a lot more over the next year, I think. Okay, so that's our debt. Economy, I think we covered everything here. Economic aid. I don't know what's going on with economic aid. Aid in billions. So blue is who's getting the aid. The United States has a negative. They're giving out aid. We are right in the middle. Are we getting aid? Okay. It looks like, no, we're giving aid. We're giving less aid. Okay. World production, I am not going to go into those. That would take a long time to go over each one of those. If there's any specific ones anyone wants to see, let me know, and I can just go over real quickly in the next video. Unemployment, this has been one of our best areas of improvement. We're still 44th, which is pretty high. But we were down at 2. So we were probably close to the bottom there. No, we were down. We had to be. We were down at 0.1 at one point. So that definitely means, but we were at 23 to start. 0.1 at one point, and then I didn't have a workforce, so I started loosening up the borders a little bit, and now we have a little bit of a unemployment issue climbing, but not too bad. 4% is not bad. Security. Anything else in work? I don't think so. Active population. That is interesting. 45% of our population is active. You probably want more, but there are a lot of seniors, and you also have to factor in the kids, right? Well, we were at 45%, and we're no. Okay, it's gone up a little bit. We've gone up a little slightly with activating more of our population. Bosnia and Herzegovina, 84% is active in the workforce. That's a lot of workers. Mali is at 16%. No one's working in Mali or Serbia. Justification for me to invade Serbia. Activate the workforce. Interesting. Okay. Security. Crime rate. Crime rate was at 458 homicides per 100,000 people, 137. Now at 158, 329. Pretty good improvement, I'd say, over 2 years. I think we did well with crime rate. And that also should mean the prison population should be dipping, I think, right? Prison population, 0.079% of the population to 0.065%, staying at 19th. The United States has the highest prison population. Nobody in Japan is in prison. I don't know if that's true, but very low. What else do we have here? Defense budget. Our defense budget has definitely has doubled. We have doubled our defense budget almost, practically. 39 to 38. Everyone is increasing their defense budget. United States, that doesn't work when you do that. Okay, they've increased it about 50%. Okay. Security military power index. I should look at some of these military numbers. I didn't look at them before when I first did the preview. Whoa, baby. I don't know what this means, but we just went to the top of military power index. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I have to look that up. We are at the top. That's amazing. Big arms sales on our part. Wow. How did that happen? Number of Secret Service agents. It's grown. I'm not really concerned with comparing myself to Turkey anymore, at least not at the moment, because we're not planning any type of attack with Turkey. Lebanon, I've looked at Lebanon. I can look at Lebanese stuff if you want. We already know that the Lebanese have a 60,000 man workforce here, and let's check out the rest. We're gonna wipe out Lebanon for sure. Tanks and armored cars, 4,000. We are 10th in the world. We've lost a couple. Lebanon. Wait, did I see them? There they are. 557. That will be easily wiped out. We're only going to send in 1,000. We're going to send in a quarter, and we'll have double as many of their tanks. Missile launchers to 47. We've gone up to 14th. Lebanon. I don't even know if they have any missile launchers in Lebanon. No, I didn't see any missile launchers. I don't think they have any missile launchers in Lebanon. That's perfect. They're an easy target. Let's see, helicopters. We've gone from 65th with 23. Went to that arms deal with the French, brought us up to 51. Pretty good. 35. Okay. Commandos has definitely increased. 5th in the world in Commandos from 73rd. That might be part of the military power index. China still's got 6,000, a lot more than we do. But we might be able to catch up with the United States. So those Commandos are definitely have to be giving us some military power index, I think. That's one of our areas where we grew the most. Fighters. We have gone from 15th with 289. We didn't gain any fighters. I gotta buy some fighters. Okay. We didn't gain, we didn't lose. That's good. Lebanon. Lebanon only had... I don't think they have a lot. I think they have a very small amount. Lebanon, where are you? I did not see Lebanon. I thought they had like 4 or something like that. No, maybe they have more. What? I don't see any fighters for Lebanon. Okay, I did not see Lebanon on the list. We may have complete air superiority over them. I did. Maybe I missed it, but I did not see any fighters there. Cruisers and frigates. We've got 35. The Lebanese. Lebanon's got 4. They had to have fighters. It was 4 cruisers. There's got to be fighters in Lebanon. I'm sorry. I'm going back real quick. I just want to find the number. I think it's in the teens, actually. There you are. 15. Alright, so they got 15 fighters. That should be easily wiped out by our 289. Air superiority and naval superiority is on our side. Okay. Human rights. We're not going to do that. Here we go. So this is actually what our original goals were supposed to be. Nobel Prizes, the amount of Nobel Prizes. We're still stuck at 2. But we went up, I guess. Less Nobel Prizes awarded. We want to get into the top 10. This is what we were supposed to do. And once we annex Lebanon, I'm going to start. We're not too far off from the top 10, actually. Oh, no, that's not top 10. Nah, 21. Alright. It's not too far off compared to, like, the United States. It's hundreds. Germany, United Kingdom. Okay. So we could do that. I'm going to build grand libraries right away. I'm not going to wait for the election. After the war's over, we're going to go ahead and build some grand libraries. Patents. This is another one I have to do. I have to get more money towards research. We had 15 and we're down to 14. We lost patents. That's not good. We kept our ranking, but we want to be in the top 10. And we are going to need thousands of patents to do that. So we got a lot of work to do there. Education. Let's see here. Scientists. This should also be a factor, right? We have increased our amount of scientists, not by much, but well, I guess that could be a lot. It's percentage of scientists in the population. So we went from 33rd to 30th. 0.246 to 0.348. Not bad. Culture and sports, this is another, I think books wasn't it we wanted top 10 book publishing. We're publishing 4,000 per year. I think I'm going to have a book fair. I think that might help to attract authors or something to Athens. An Athenian book fair. The Academy, right? 33,000. We need to start annexing paper and publishing industries. Not annexing, exonerating paper and publishing industries, and possibly subsidizing them as well. We have a lot of work to do in this area. And I probably should start fully funding all the literature, cultural initiatives as well. What else do we want here? Summer Olympics was one. We haven't had a Summer Olympics. So, that should be coming up soon though. 2020, I think? Not this year, but next. Yeah. Alright, I think that might be pretty much it. Urbanization rate. And I guess that affects the environment with pollution. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for statistical analysis. Let me know how you think we're doing in Greece so far. And in the next couple episodes, we are going to be preparing for war in Lebanon. I think probably take me at least 2, maybe 3 episodes to be fully prepared, and then we will launch the invasion. I'll try to go as quickly. I'll try to make it 2 if I can. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please feel free to post down below, like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Also, please share it with your friends. Thank you for all the support, as always. I'll see you guys in the next episode.